Okay. Good evening, Kickstarter. Good evening, Facebook Live. Good evening, all of the amazing, beautiful backers that have already pledged and supported the Spinagogue. Where is it? To my left. The Spinagogue. We are coming to you live from Full Circle Bar, Austin. It's a skee ball house here on the east side. And right now, it's dreidel headquarters for the world. As we are in day 5 of the Kickstarter campaign, and the project's doing great. I have some very special news to report before we light the menorah, or the canorah, as I like to call this one here. Before we light it, some very, very special news to report. Number 1, we have, as of this evening, passed 50% funded. 50% funded. It's only day 5. We have 200 plus backers now. Exactly 208 backers now that have pledged their support for the Spinagogue, the first ever dreidel spinning stadium. And that's just incredible. And I gotta say, this is our first Kickstarter, and every day is more fun than the previous day. We're getting so many emails, so many just positive messages of encouragement. And it's just been amazing. And talking to so many different types of people, Jews, non-Jews, it's wonderful. And to see just how much love the dreidel is getting, it's beyond my wildest dreams. And so we're going to keep things spinning along. We're 50%, 5 days in, and we're feeling really, really good. And we have so many more fun nights ahead of us. That said, let's take care of some business. It is the first night of Hanukkah. It is also Christmas Eve. I don't know if you know this fact, but since 1900, the year 1900, that has only happened 4 times that the first night of Hanukkah has coincided with Christmas Eve. I like to call it Christmas Evaka. No? Okay. I'll work on it for the next 100 years from now. All right. So that said, let's light the menorah here. As you can see, we are in Austin, Texas, so I thought it would be in the right spirit to build this beer can menorah out of our buddies over at Austin Beer Works, and the shamus candle in the middle here, the shamus, you know, the lone candle in the middle, the lone star. So let's do this. I'm going to light the shamus first. Come on now. All right, there we go. And I will sing the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu bar mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechadlik ner shel Amen. Night 1 is official. That's pretty great. So what are we here to do? We're here to tell you about the 50% milestone on day 5. It's been incredible news. We're also here to talk about traditional dreidel on night number 1, because we wouldn't have the Spinagogue if it wasn't for traditional dreidel. Dreidel's been around for centuries, since the 2nd century, in fact. And a little history here, it was around the time of the Greek Syrians, when soldiers kept the Jews captive and didn't allow them to study Torah. And that's kind of how the origin of dreidel. They were trying to read Torah, even though they were told not to. And so what they did was, while they were reading and studying Torah, if they saw a soldier approach, they would spin a dreidel. I don't know if you could see that, but I'm spinning a dreidel right there, and they would spin it as a decoy. And as the soldiers came by, you know, they were like, "What are you doing? Are you reading Torah?" They'd be like, "No, what, reading Torah? No, we're spinning dreidels, we're playing a game. What are you talking about, reading Torah?" So it really was like a decoy. I mean, that's the story that I've been told the most. So, you know, any historian out there that you know wants to fact check that, that's fine. But that's the story I was told in Hebrew school, and have been widely known as true where I come from. So that's the history of dreidel. Let's talk about some of the rules of the traditional gameplay of dreidel. And one of the reasons, and you know, I say this with love, honesty and love, the traditional game of dreidel is kind of boring. It's a game of chance. One of 4 things can happen. And, you know, you do it for a little while. You're playing for raisins or peanuts or pennies with your grandmother. You know, it just that competitive edge is just not there. That being said, that's the foundation for the Spinagogue and all the other new original dreidel games we've come up with. So I will pay my respects to the original game. And the original game is more fun when played in the Spinagogue. And one of the reasons is because I like to play the original traditional game of dreidel on some shiny chocolate gilt. So what you do here is, for those of you that have got the Spinagogue, you probably know this, but the Spinagogue comes complete with 2 spin zones, as you can see like this. And the purpose of these spin zones is to decrease the spinning surface, right, to make it more difficult, make spinning conditions more arduous inside the Spinagogue. You take those out, though, when you play traditional dreidel, and you could slide in this game terrain here, and let's get a better shot there. And now you're spinning on some shiny chocolate gelt. Just makes the game more fun. And so when you play traditional dreidel, like I said, one of 4 things can happen. And those 4 things are imprinted on the side of a dreidel. They are Hebrew letters. One of the letters is a shin. You do not want a shin. That's the worst letter you can get in the traditional game of dreidel. A shin means that you put 1 gelt coin into the pot. Okay, you do not want a shin. Another letter on the dreidel is a nun. That means nothing happens. You don't win any, you don't lose any. A hay means you take half the pot. Not so bad. You win half the gelt in the pot. And then everybody, when they spin a dreidel, and they're playing the traditional rules, they want that gimel. The gimel, that's everything, literally everything. You take everything that's in the pot. So when you're spinning traditional dreidel, you want to be like, come on, gimel, come on, gimel. And if it lands on gimel, you take it all. So those are the rules. And I wanted to play here with Dr. Wickman one very quick game of traditional dreidel. I'm going to put the Spinagogue down here. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I will tell you this: we will not cheat. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 gelt coin into the pot. Wickman,
1 coin.
Dr. Wickman, apologies, is going to put 1 gelt coin into the pot. And why don't you go there? Go first, pal.
All right. I've been practicing spinning with alternate fingers, but
okay, this is a game of chance, complete chance.
All right. Come on, gimel.
There it is.
Come on, gimel.
That's right in the heart of the spin zone. Okay, the wobble phase is starting to kick in here. Kiss off the wall. That is a shin. Oh, yeah, put 1 in, pal. You just upped the ante. Thank you. So now I have a chance to win double my gelt. All right. Show me gimel. Okay, the wobble phase is starting to kick in. Oh, what? All right. And oh my God, that's a shin as well. Holy cow. All right. Okay, we got 4 pieces of gelt in the pot right now. Things are getting intense. Nice spin, Dr. Wickman.
Come on, gimel.
I'd like a nun here for you, you know? I don't want to root against you, but a nun would be nice. Oh man, that's a gimel. Okay. Yes, sir. Cha-ching. So that's a very nice example of how you play traditional dreidel. And honestly, that actually was more fun. Maybe it's because we're on Kickstarter live stream and there's just so much unbelievable energy in the room because it's the first night of Hanukkah. I don't know, but that was a blast. Can we do it all night? I don't know. But that is one game that you get when you back and support the Spinagogue. And there are many, many other games like spinnings, dreidel baseball, target tops, dreidel skee ball. You can play dueling dreidels, which is an amazing game to play with multiple players. It's like a spinning showdown, right? And all the dreidels are sort of like just battling each other inside the Spinagogue for supremacy. And it's cool. It's like an old school top game. So I don't know. I think for our first live broadcast, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I hope that some of you beautiful backers are watching. Thank you again for getting us to 50% in our first 5 days. Oh, ABC News Live. If you haven't caught it yet, yesterday morning, I Skyped into ABC News Live. My dad, actually, the 2008 Major League Dreidel champion, he goes by the name of Virtual Dreidel. He was live in studio in New York City along with Gelta Force, who's the Major League Dreidel world record holder for longest spin, 18.03 seconds. And they spun off live in studio, and I sort of commentated along from this very bar in Austin, and it was great. We talked a lot about the Spinagogue and the history of Dreidel and just why playing games competitively and socially is a very important part of life. And sort of I mean, that's kind of what I do, is games. And this is one that I'm really proud of and really excited to get back out there because it does bring so much joy to Hanukkah and makes the dreidel more fun and competitive for spinners of all ages. So with that said,
we found out.
Oh, Dr. Wickman.
Late today, we found out that we were the project of the day on Kickstarter.
Project of the day. Project of the day. That's right.
We've got 7 more nights of live broadcast,
Right.
Same time every night. However, on Thursday night, we have a super special event.
December 29th.
December 29th, we're doing a Major League Dreidel event. So that will be probably an extended broadcast, and you'll get to see an officially sanctioned Major League Dreidel event going on that night, multiple events, and fun prizes for the people that win that. It's going to be an exciting night. Yeah,
fun prizes from other Hanukkah-related Kickstarters. And that's one of the things, I've heard about Kickstarter. Obviously, we have some friends that do Kickstarters all the time that are heavily involved with the platform. I didn't realize how unbelievable a community it was for creative people, entrepreneurs, anybody who has a wacky idea that they're looking to sort of get out there. They have other people, like-minded people that are doing the same thing, and the support system in this thing is insane. And every conversation we've had with all kinds of projects, but specifically Hanukkah-related projects, it's really cool, man. They're like, yeah, man, we love it. Like, we got your back. Of course, we'll give you one of our products as a prize for dreidel competition. So I won't say what they are because we kind of want to keep it a secret, but we will be showing it live right here on Kickstarter, December 29th. It'll be sanctioned Major League Dreidel. We're playing a game called Bupkis, which is dreidel craps. And we're playing another game, the tabletop version of Target Tops, which is an unbelievable game, and I can't wait to show that to you guys. So wherever you are right now, I hope you're having an amazing first night of Hanukkah, a beautiful Christmas Eve. I hope you're spinning dreidels and drinking eggnog. This is one of the few nights that's acceptable. And from all of us here, happy spinning.
Well, one last thing.
No, Dr. Wickman.
This is our first live Kickstarter event. The communities, I'm overwhelmed by how supportive the communities have been towards us in general. But because this is our first night, please send us some private messages to help us improve the production quality. We're on this side of the camera. We'll watch this later tonight. But thank you so much for the support. It's overwhelming, everything that you guys have done for us in the last 5 days.
Yep. Yeah, and I'll leave you with this. We made a very fun, snazzy URL to get out to people so they can help promote the Spinagogue and drive people to the Kickstarter page. It is backthespin.com. Backthespin.com. So if you have friends or family members who you think would dig the Spinagogue, send them to backthespin.com. It's as simple as that. That's it. Ashley, anything?
Nope.
Okay. Ponytail. Thank you. See you later. Feels like Iron Chef.